What's up, guys? It's me, Scott Wade. It's been working hardly, but we're working nonetheless, dude. So I want to make sure that everything is working. So give me one moment, guys. All right. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. So welcome, guys, to the show. Poor Scott, pobre Scott. My apartment, because I'm bored. Been working too much. Working on absolutely nothing. Because it's why, guys, I am winning podcaster. As always, guys, you're probably going to see here my sidekick. Because, guys, I've adopted a 72-year-old white lady named Bonnie. I like to think I've known her my entire life. She's like a mother to me, so she's going to probably waddle in here occasionally, rambling. So happens when we go live. Anything can happen. My dogs might jump up on the table. I don't know. Great thing is a lot of cool stuff. So we're gonna edit while we go. So yeah. Last time we spoke, I was just talking about everything, right? So tonight I wanted to talk about a few things, just kind of daily, stuff. And first off, speaking of that, with entertainment, I found out you can spell goat with Egot, which for those who don't know, that means an entertainer who wins an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, right? Egot. What I really think would happen to someone, let's call them Tony, got a bit of an ego. We're gonna call it Egot. So that's what happened. Because really, you can spell goat because Gote. Yeah, I know it's not the animal, the real goat, right? Because only a few people have won all of those, right? I think only a few people have won a Grammy, Oscar, Tony, and an Emmy. So for me, moving forward, if I have to be another white dude taking claim for something and moving the ball forward, then I'm doing that. This is the hill excavating. Is that right? Excavating? Is that right? I don't know. Whatever. Be the goat of goats. So I don't know. I wonder who's the goat of goats. Who's won? I'm too bored and I'm too lazy right now to research it. But my phone's charging. Probably could Google it right now, but I don't want to. Maybe you guys can Google it for me. Leave it in the comments. But I wonder who's technically the greatest of all time out of everyone who's won a Grammy, Oscar, Tony, and Emmy. Because I'm sure there's a lot of musicians who've won probably 15 Grammys that maybe won that are probably a goat. And I'm sure there's a couple Oscar winners that like a 3 or 4 time Oscar winner that's probably a goat too. And then Tonys, I think those I feel like out of the 4, Tonys would be the hardest to win because it's Broadway, it's plays, and you just have to almost luck into a good play, right? I feel like it seems like the only plays that win. And again, this comes from someone who is both not gay and secondly follows zero Broadway. But from what I read, and I do read the Hollywood Reporter, it just seems like all the popular plays are the ones that win. Or if you do a revival of a popular play, revival of the popular play. Do you win triple the Tonys? Would you win 25? I don't even know I think the record's 10 or 15. I don't know, but I kind of want to make up stuff, and I do that a lot in my life where I kind of make up stuff and I'm so confident people believe me. But sometimes I kind of want to do that. I want to kind of make up fact, but unfortunately, the fact checkers out there are going to fact check and then prove me wrong, and then get mad, and then my huge following here of 1,500 people, I'll get demonetized. or demonetized by. But I'm gonna be honest. I am gonna just be myself, and if it demonetizes me, big deal. Now I'm saying that right now with zero money and very few followers. Again, tens of thousands of dollars per episode. Then check back with me if I'm like, ooh, I don't care about these guys. I don't think I will, dude. Money's not my driving factor, dude. Money's never been the thing that motivate. I mean, I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like hooking up with a hot chick, or just hooking up with women in general. If it happens, awesome. And when it does, I love it, and I want more. But I'm not out there begging, pleading, like, please, money, please, ladies. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. That's just the way I look at life in general. You can't worry too much. I think people then, I gotta be this way, or I gotta do this, or I gotta get a BBL, or I gotta get bigger boobs, or I gotta, lift the eyebrow. Although I'm not gonna lie, guys, I got some eyebrows that a lot of people would love. Look at that, ladies. Look at the brows. Look at these. You love them. Don't admit it. Don't lie. Oh, guys, by the way, guys, shout out, dude. Phoenix Shakur, guys. I'm wearing her shirt, guys. So I can't see, but I'm not getting naked. But that's the point. It is. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Yeah, obviously, I think the quote was for a different situation. Something to interpret it for everybody, I would be like, hey, the chains that bound us, like society-wise, like, people trying to keep up on social media, or, not feeling like, you are where you want to be. You can't let that stuff bother you, I mean, let it motivate you, I guess, would be the right way, but don't let it bother you. I mean, if you aren't gonna, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the only thing that's gonna matter is if you were a good person, if you treated people right, you were respectful to others. Everything else is just secondary or not as important. You just try to be, Christ-like. I am religious, guys, so I'm gonna throw in some religious, phrases and terms and some gems. So if you don't like that, that's okay. We'll be friends. I'm not gonna hit you over the head with it, but I just have faith. That's just kind of my core beliefs. Is I believe in God and I believe in Jesus too. So, sorry, not sorry. I love them. They've opened up so many doors and so many opportunities for me that it's just incredible. Also, I can't just to tell you guys some of the things. Eventually, I'll probably I need to stretch these because episodes, monetization. You gotta work for it. You gotta comment. You gotta subscribe. You gotta freaking like this. I got my mop bin behind me. You guys are cleaning. Shout out to me keeping my clean supplies next to my cupboard. So I'm really at home, not saying, I'm at my home studio, wink wink, in a home. But yeah, no, that was one thing I thought was kind of cool though. Because why can't you can switch it around? Well, I don't know who thought Egot sounds like sounds like now when you get caught doing something wrong. Like greatest of all time, GOAT. Why can't you do that with the awards? Make it GOTE. So if it catches on, TMGOTE. This guy claiming it. Just send me the check. Send me a percent. I don't care. Whatever. Merchandise it. Maybe I'll make it as merch. I don't know. Someone wants to do it before me. That's cool. But what was also kind of cool too, taking off, dude. It's spilling into other sketches that are funnier than mine, and it's one of those things where again, it's a bit of mine. Especially if it's, I'm level with you. If it's somebody who I admire, who's a good comedian, and they're kind of funny, and they kind of parallel think what I'm doing, that's awesome. Now, if you're some off the street of Mike or steal my stuff, then bad move. Don't steal jokes. But I'm gonna give you leeway if you are kicking butt in comedy. That's awesome. You can and like I said, it's one of those things where there's so many things that are just topical that you can't. Someone's gonna somehow crisscross and parallel think and maybe come with something almost identical to on the fence. That makes me seem like, oh, he's encouraging stealing jokes. I'm not, guys. You steal jokes, you suck. And don't do comedy. Maybe you'll have a hit TV series. Maybe you'll do well, but eventually you're gonna have a dude confront you at the comedy store and call you on your crap, and then your career's gonna go, fucking dude right here. I don't care. It's me, dude. I'm Scotty, but like anybody cares about what I think, dude. Like whatever, Scott. Okay, whatever, dude. But yeah, so it's just kind of cool. Like again, been a while since I've been on here. Just want to come say what's up, everybody. You guys have been pining for the podcast. Like, dude, when's the next episode coming out? Ever said nobody. Protest in the streets for my next podcast, but here we are. But like I said, it's just kind of fun. Like that was one thing. And then I'm not too political, obviously, but I know something. You guys remember, like, gas was going down like a few weeks ago? I've been and I do food delivery when I don't do comedy or awesome podcasts, you guys. And I just noticed something. Gas started going back up again. And I think it's because right now, these politicians, it doesn't matter. But I bet you come November, once the elections start rolling around, it gets close to the elections, gas is going to go back down again. I bet gas goes back up. I bet it's going to inch back up through this month, September, and then I think a little bit in October. But come mid-October, by the time the elections are nearing, they just think we're stupid. They do, I think. And the problem is nowadays, we kind of are. We kind of are kind of dumb. All of us, we're all, we do. They do like one small thing for us, and we're like, whoa, Congresswoman's awesome, or that, President said that, President gives a little bit extra freedom. Whee! So, we, for all that we've lost, we get a little bit back and we freak out, dude. We really should, but it's, we're lazy. Pretty lazy when it comes to, just being governed, like, and again, sorry, something this relates to religiously for me, in the Book of Mormon, it reminds me of the times when, and again, if you got, I'm expecting like 95% of you guys have no idea what the hell I'm talking about for the next few minutes. But in the Book of Mormon, another testament, you pray about it to know if it's another holy scripture or scriptures written for our days from people that lived in the North American continent before us, before the current people took over. But also the ancestors of Native Americans are now their ancestors that wrote the book, by a very, very lazy, very, very idolatrous type king who was making the people pay 50% of what they had, harlots, and his family, whatever. So it kind of reminds you like what we're going to, dumb purposes. They're not, because think about it, with the money. I don't mean to get political on this, but we're going to get a little political because that's where I go. I just kind of rant and kind of ramble. If you're in the United States, if you're in Russia, if you're in India, if you're in Great Britain, if you're in Canada, Mexico, El Marca Norte, no importa a mí. But it just really, we're being taken advantage of. And it seems like COVID was the power grab. didn't go as well as they wanted it to go. So then they try to scare us with this monkeypox thing, and that's not going as well as they want it to go. So I just think it's going to be cyclical. There's going to be something they're going to keep every maybe couple years, release a disease that's going to scare us, and then I think every 10 years from now on out. So I bet in 2030 there's going to be something just as bad as COVID that wipes out a bunch of people. If I had to guess, it's going to be some sort of combination of what we're seeing now with like a legion like skin type airborne thing, and because they want to, again, conspiracy theory alert, so they want to, I feel like population control is a real thing. I know you look at me, I look like I believe all conspiracies and create all conspiracies. I probably do, but I just think it is. I think because that's why all these rich people are buying up all the land and farmland, and because if you can control the agricultural stuff, and I mean, if we're at the whim of like Bill Gates or these people, I mean, we're toast. I mean, he can be in control of our food, maybe. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like it said in 2030, if I had to guess, something even worse is going to come than COVID. It's going to be like a combination like COVID and monkeypox. It's going to be some legion type airborne disease, and it's going to wipe a lot of people out. It's going to be pretty nasty. If I had to guess, but again, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just think they want to control us. All of our governments, all they want to do is control us. They want to control how we think, how we feel, and how we speak. And we're kind of letting them do it already. We're kind of letting them control our speak with the whole, woke and political correctness stuff. Now, I say that with a caveat because I don't think you should go out there and utter everything that comes to your mind. There's some things that you shouldn't say. Like for me, obviously, there's some words regionally we can't say. Just the emphasis is being kind, being compassionate, kind of thing. So I believe in that. I believe that you should be kind, compassionate, empathetic to people. But I don't think you need to hold like certain words. I think, you should be able to say no. You shouldn't take it out. You shouldn't say I think in the right context. Because now maybe that's just the comedian me talking, but I feel like sometimes we're too worried about people's feelings, and I know I think I might just contradict myself. I'm worried to say something that you don't say anything at all, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to control our thoughts by how we speak. Because if you can't say what you want to say, and you're too worried to say that because of what's going to happen, then they saying like the wrong words, right? Only to any racial slurs, I guess would be the thing. So I don't think skin color, not sexual preference. That's not a race. So they are a orientation. Okay, conspiracy theories, which I'm not. So, but I think that's gotten out of hand too. We're bored. I think the problem is in North America, at least. Again, that's where I live. We've gotten too bored, especially in America. We got super bored, and so now we have to create problems. We have to create reasons to be upset or mad, and so. The whole gender pronoun stuff, that it's silly. It should really be three. I think male, female, and then trans. Those are the three. Either you're born a male, you're born a female, and then you switch, right? Then you become a guy who becomes a girl, or a girl becomes a guy, and that makes sense to me. But like all these other ones, like I'm a butterfly, I'm a lizard, I'm an alligator, I'm a cis bi-neutral transsexual fluid rabbit. I don't know. I'm like, that's just being bored and having too much time on your hands. But like I said, so I believe in those three. I believe those three are, if you had to say gender, I think there's at least three, right? You're born two, but I think trans would be one, because you switch from who you were or what you're born as to who you want to be. And they said, okay, I'll give it to you. I may not necessarily believe it, but I will give it to you. I don't know. I like that my walls were really thin. My neighbors are like, what the hell is this guy talking about? This weird guy. Our neighbor is weird. And weird. Just getting deals. I don't know. Honestly. We're in a weird time now. A weird time, and I don't know. Like I said, this is, again, I said I'm the unapologetic, freshest YouTuber out there. I meant it. And then this is it. So, guys, hold on real quick, guys. I'm going to see what I got. DIY, so. Alright, we're back. Not yet. One day we'll get ads. And I'm not going to shout out my podcast for them. So raise a toast for them, and I'm not going to mind. Not too crazy, like I like to keep these kind of short. I don't know if 30 minutes is a short podcast. I'm reading articles, I'm just kind of talking and kind of doing my thing. And so, guys, thank you so much for here, obviously. Share the videos if you like it. Cool. Comment, man. Follow me. Appreciate each and every, all 1.5 thousand, man, of you so far. We're gonna, hopefully one day that's 1.5 million. Like Dogecoin and cryptocurrency, let's shoot this baby to the moon. But unlike the CEO of Bed Bath, and I love each and every one of you. God bless you and your families. I hope you're safe, happy, and healthy. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I am out. Peace.